Utaleta, but I've seen a very Gen Z preacher, Felix, Pastor Felix, or Reverend Felix. Sitaki kuisema wrong. I appreciate you pia kabisa. We have also seen a wonderful Gen Z performer here, Sami G. Oh, thank you. You are really good. Hey, Nakuru we are doing good. We are doing good. So I appreciate you, kabisa. So we began with that, kusalimiwa kidogo. Pastor Alex, I remember that time, Reverend Alex now. I remember that time when nilikuwa nasalimiwa pale, mukiwa, mukarushiwa mawe. Even Apostle Ngaho, you were there. Mukakula tear gas. Tukasema ni sawa tu. Sasa sisi kama political leaders tukaambiana sasa, hii wakati sio mzuri. Tuweke tu vichwa chini, hii maneno ipite. So that's why we didn't call. No, but also I took a little break in the part of last year. So this year as it began, and I also want to really, in a very special way, pia our Pastor Alex there, Reverend Alex Niwa, plus the co-chair, sasa, sindio? You are co-chairs now. Let me also recognize and appreciate you. Na Santi also kwa kutushikilia in so many ways. We met your partner somewhere. We shall talk about that later. Kigondu tukiwa na yeye mahali. So let me also appreciate Patrick. I call you Patrick because every time I say Kigondu, I know I say it wrong. But he's also been such a good addition to our team. Where Pastor Alex left off, because I was a bit sad when Pastor Alex had to go. I keep calling you Pastor Alex, Reverend Alex. Same thing, eh? Okay. So when he had to go, because his roles in the church became a bit more. And you know, also sometimes we need you so much that it becomes a bit hard. But when we got Patrick, you also really helped take over from where Pastor Alex had left. And I want to tell you, confirm to you, Apostle Ngaho, I had my members of the executive in Mombasa this last, hiyo hatusemagi sana, but wacha tu niseme tu kuzi nishasema. These last few days, because I needed to take them away from our work environment so we can plan for the year where there is no distraction. Unajua ukiwa na wao hapa ama hata Naivasha ama hata Nairobi, mtu utasikia sijui amekimbia wapi. I wanted a place where tukiingia at 9 a.m. Hata one day I think we left at 9:30 p.m. tukipanga work for the year. And the last day, which was Sunday, I told them today you are going to just have half a day. And that day I was leaving, so I didn't join them that half day. Now, I was so impressed because they started the meeting by having a church service, huko Mombasa, led by our in-house pastor, Patrick. So thank you so much. So church, tunajaribu tu. Sometimes tunaanguka kidogo, mnatusamehea, lakini tunajaribu. We are trying. We are really, really trying. So for me, I'm just so thankful. And so actually we talked with Patrick and I told him, hey, Patrick, you know, when Pastor Alex was here, we used to have what we called the quarterly prayers. Now, ukweli, last year, we didn't do, and maybe that's why maneno haikuwa smooth sana. So I don't want us to go too far into the year before we do it this time. And that is how he's also such a good implementer. I just say, and the next thing I see, it's done, yeah? So he's so good with that. So I said, we need to have these prayers before the end of January. So you picked a date, you pushed, you made sure we are here together with Pastor Alex and the co-chair. And I am so thankful that we are here because I did not want us to go through this year like we did last year. But God has been good. God has been faithful. And he has given us, he has been so good to us. So we are just happy. We are just happy. So as I stand before you here with a lot of gratitude, to this county prayer breakfast. It's a sacred moment that invites us to bow our heads, lift our hearts, and recognize that we are and have come from God's grace. So allow me first and foremost to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the bishops, the reverends, the pastors, the clergy, across just all religious leaders. Your prayers, your guidance, and your quiet dedication often that go unseen, yet they have formed the backbone of our communities. And this is even for all other religious leaders, be they imams, be they the Christian ones, and just everyone. So thank you for organizing also, for those who helped in organizing this prayer meeting, but also for those who helped organize. I have seen the sub-county heads here. so that we can bring everybody from the world level to see what we do when we have this very, very, very important Nakuru County prayer breakfast. So thank you all for that organization and for also standing with us in times of celebrations and also in times of great challenge. I know we've sometimes had some challenges and many of you have really stood with us. I know I keep saying, Apostle Gaho, I know you are always a phone call away. It's like you read me. When things are really tough, I just see a message and I'm so thankful and I'm grateful. So our county is stronger because of your spiritual leadership. I also wish to acknowledge my fellow elected leaders and county officials, and your presence here today reflects unity, shared responsibility, and the recognition that leadership without God risks losing its moral direction. We gather to give thanks, mindful that Scripture teaches leadership, that leadership is a sacred trust, a one to be exercised with humility and a willing heart. And from my first day in office, I have sought not only to manage systems, but to transform lives, uplift livelihoods, and always to lead by example. So today, as much as it's a prayer day, which we have had very good prayers, wonderful prayers, a lot of praise and worship. That's why I like, even when I go to church, I love praise and worship. Let me also account a bit for the promises that I have made in recognition that you all come from somewhere. So when you go back from here, you also are beyond this, you'll also want to know what, as governor and my team, we have done, which is including our county assembly that has been really good. And I also want to thank God for that and ask for continued prayers on that, because I think as a county, we are one of the very few ones where you have not seen any issues. So I continue to be thankful for the leadership of the county assembly, plus the assembly membership, the elected members of the county assembly. Also, give apologies for the speaker who was here, but one of the staff members lost a father. So the speaker had to go, including our deputy governor, who was also here, and I had him go represent me, because the bereaved is a person I have also worked with for the last over 10 years. So it's a close person for all of us. So we thank you for your continued leadership and helping us keep the peace like we have seen. So agriculture, let me just very quickly, briefly tell you what we have been up to and what we have been doing. So agriculture continues to anchor our economy, and with deliberate emphasis on productivity, resilient value chains, and improved farmer livelihoods. We have focused on key value chains, and that's dairy, pyrethrum, avocado, coffee, maize, potato, and edible oils. And we have recorded notable expansion. In the last few years, well, we've been in office for 3 years. Wow, it's been 3 already. Anyway, we have given over 33.9 million pyrethrum seedlings to farmers across the county. And this now has brought production of avocado to just about 5,000 acres across the county, and we hope to actually double that and a bit more, because it's one of those cash crops that's really good for our farmers. We have also given 208,943 avocado seedlings, and this has increased coverage to about 10,000 acres across the county from the farmers who are doing that. So to strengthen food security, we have also given 42 metric tons of maize and which has supported over 10,000 households. And usually what we do is look for those who really need the help and give them the maize to be able to plant, so that we are also able to take care of food security. The coffee subsector has also benefited from 20,000 seedlings that we have distributed to those doing coffee farming. Under the edible oil crops promotion project, we have done 55 tons of sunflower and 5 tons of canola oil seed have been distributed to farmers. Livestock output has reached 326 million liters of milk, enabled by we have distributed 20 and continuing to distribute 20 cooling plants to different cooperatives for the milk. We have also enhanced artificial insemination services, fisheries development, including restocking of fingerlings, And farmer groups have also benefited from dairy, goat, sheep, and poultry initiatives, and we have improved feed storage infrastructure and progressive agricultural policies supporting long-term sustainability. In health, health is an investment in human dignity, which is why 40%, by the way, 40% of our county budget goes to health. So that is why we allocate such a high, there's no other department that has as much allocated to them, but also because we believe in having a healthy county, healthy people. So the creation of 16 primary care networks has reinforced community services and improved access to care. Level 4 hospitals are under construction in Kuresoi North, in Rongai, and we are completing the ones that had stalled in Maimahio, in Molo, in Joro, and Subukia, and Elbagon. New maternity units in Gilgil and Elbagon provide mothers with respectful care, and expanded services in many dispensaries are widening access. And the county has also deployed equipment such as CT scans, ICUs, and digital health systems to raise the quality standards and quality of care. Essential medical supplies or medicine supplies are now stable alongside digital health records, SHA registration, workforce investments, and initiatives PGH that demonstrate compassionate care for our staff and as well as the patients. Early childhood education has been deliberately strengthened across the county. We have built new classrooms, centers of excellence, sanitation facilities, kitchens, and safe play areas. As a result, ECD centers have increased 1,003 to 1,066. The school feeding program now reaches more than 65,951 children every day, which has improved attendance and learning outcomes. We have recruited, confirmed, and supported ECD teachers, supplied modern learning materials, rolled out digital services, and expanded continuous professional development. We have also furnished the ECD classrooms with age-appropriate furniture. So in Nakuru, early learning is no longer treated as an afterthought, it is firmly a priority. Vocational education has also seen transformative growth. Training centers have expanded from 33 to 41, with new institutions constructed and workshops fully equipped. Enrollment has risen by nearly 44% since I came into office. Through the 30,000 capitation per trainer, we are paying 30,000 for each student. Curriculum reforms, strengthened quality assurance, and digital transformation. We are equipping young people with the practical skills that they need. Ladies and gentlemen, access to clean water, sanitation, and climate-resilient services has expanded markedly over the past year. The county delivered 132 water projects, laying 400, that was one of the big ones. So we've done 132 water projects. We have laid 488 kilometers of pipelines and have increased clean water access from 59% to 62.33%. Household supply improved through 17,000 new connections, drilling 72 boreholes, equipping more than 90, solarization of 92, meaning some of the old ones that didn't have solar, we are now going back and solarizing them so that we don't have many communities who are not able to pay for electricity, so we want to go the solar route. We've also protected 7 springs and rehabilitated 11 boreholes, serving 6,000 residents. We also bought a 70 million drilling rig, which will accelerate future works and make it cheaper for the county. Sanitation gains included 1 kilometer sewer line and 200 connections in Kabati. That's Naivasha, major upgrades in Flamingo Estate for 300 residents, and extensions across several estates. Flagship sewer projects in Barnabas to Mwareki B and Nylan will benefit 17,000 residents. Further progress has included expansion of water infrastructure, air quality monitoring, disposal site rehabilitation, recycling innovations, 48 climate projects and ecosystem restoration, and planting of 1.5 million trees. Economic growth must translate into real benefits at the grassroots. We have prioritized investment in markets, cooperatives, MSMEs, and industrial infrastructure. A flagship initiative is the County Aggregation and Industrial Park in Njoro, which is now at 45% complete, which will boost local trade. We are constructing, in partnership with the national government, 25 ESP markets, and rehabilitating 45 additional markets to create well-organized, vibrant trading spaces. Cooperatives have been trained, revived, registered, and equipped to enhance their effectiveness. Access to finance remains a key focus. Through the 100 million Wezesha Fund, affordable credit is reaching those most in need. The Enterprise Fund has so far supported 98 groups and given 16.3 million, with a further 14.1 million set for disbursement. In addition, the Cooperative Development Revolving Fund has issued 46 million to 13 cooperatives, recorded 7 million in repayments, and continues to appraise new applications. We have introduced a 30 million Boda Boda Fund to support the operators in the sector. In infrastructure, the county is expanding and modernizing its transport network through the Imarisha Barabara program. This includes upgrading 513 kilometers of graded roads, 383 kilometers of gravel roads, construction of over 10 bridges, installation of 620 streetlights, and completion of major urban roads and non-motorized facilities. This is supported by an agreement or a partnership with the National Youth Service, TCS funded upgrades, and the ongoing also dualing. This is the national government of the Rironi-Mau Summit Highway. These investments are enhancing mobility, trade, safety, and inclusive growth. Ladies and gentlemen, we have strengthened social halls, youth centers, and sports facilities. Construction is underway at Olenguruoni Stadium and Afraha Stadium, and this phase 2 with the support of the Kenya Defense Forces, while stadia in Jawadho, Molo, Gilgil, Maimahiu, and Kihoto are operational, but some will soon be in progress. Progress continues at the Kerenget High Altitude Academy and site grounds, with more social halls functional and others nearing handover or revival to support youth empowerment. We have accelerated land titling, securing ownership of more than 3,000 households. In Motukanyo, Kiptangwanyi, 3,000 titles. We have issued 3,000 titles, which cleared long-standing backlogs. Ongoing surveys in Kihoto, in Kihingo, Njoro, Majitamu, Rongai, and Subukia will deliver an additional 2,100 titles by June, while verification in Bahati and Dodori adds another 1,000. Spatial planning in Naivasha Industrial Area, Gilgil, Kampi Somali, Leleshwa, and Sitoito will unlock 5,300 additional titles. Housing gains included estate re-roofing and removing asbestos, 65 sanitation facilities, empowerment programs, affordable housing by the national government, which are happening across the county, and also urban upgrades benefiting households, traders, and displaced residents.